Robert, Tom, you guys ready?
I am ready.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, I'd like to call a Water Sewer Commission meeting to order, Charlton. Today is February 4th, 2026. And is there anyone here for Commissioners Forum? Hearing none, I will ask Robert Coleman to entertain us with the agendas and warrants and whatever he has to offer tonight. Go ahead, Robert.
I make a motion to accept minutes dated January 7th as written.
Anybody have any comments on those? Maybe?
Second.
I heard the second, yeah. So anybody got comments on them? Hearing none, Cheryl, you may take a vote.
Mr. Gagner,
Aye.
Mr. Groton,
Aye.
Mr. Thomas Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Robert Coleman.
Aye.
Okay, continue, Robert.
All right, so just like some clarification on the difference between the Town of Charlton schedule of bills payable and warrants for review and signature. Are the warrants for bills payable just a subset of the warrants for review and signature?
The warrants for review and signature include the commissioner's salary,
All right.
where the other sheet does not. That's why there is a different amount.
All right, just double checking. All right.
Yep.
I make a motion to accept warrants totaling $12,371.05.
A second,
Second.
any discussion? Hearing none, I'll ask for a vote, Cheryl.
Mr. Gagner,
Aye.
Mr. Groton,
Aye.
Mr. Coleman, Thomas Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Rob Coleman.
Aye.
You have more for us, Robert?
It will be the
Make a
abatements.
motion to,
On the abatements, there's gonna be a correction on it. I've got to double check on the meter accounts for account 778. I believe it's a typo on my half. So there's a new figure. The flat is correct at 303.53. The new meter will be $555.83. And the grand total is $859.36.
okay. I introduce a motion. I make a motion to accept senior abatements for flat and metered in the total of $859.36.
A second,
Second.
any discussion on this, any of these?
That was Eric, right?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then I think we're ready for a vote, Cheryl.
Mr. Gagner,
Aye.
Mr. Groton,
Aye.
Mr. Thomas Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Rob Coleman.
Aye.
Okay, that's all you got, I assume, Robert? If not,
Yes.
we'll move on to schedule appointment. 6:30 would be Veolia, and I understand that Dennis is not available tonight. So I expect that this MOR will be carried over till next month. That's it. We're on to new business, Cheryl. Am I missing something?
Nope, new business it is.
Okay, well,
For
we
now.
have here to digitalize all records.
Okay. Before I get to that, I just want to jump down one page. So I'm not sure if everybody knows him or not, but Peter Starkis is the plumbing and gas inspector in town. And he has done all the installations of our sewer meters as far as I know of. he said it's around 15 years or so. It's a long time. He's done them as a private contractor where he would submit a bill and we would just pay the invoice. He doesn't want to carry liability insurance anymore because he's no longer doing side work. He's willing to continue installing our meters, but he doesn't want to have to carry the liability insurance for this. So I went and talked to Andrew about it to see how we can get around the situation. And Andrew says we need to hire him as a special town employee. Then he'll be covered under our insurance. So talking with Peter, he said many years ago, they actually made him a special town employee. And he has all the paperwork to back it up, but it's old. So I was just thinking maybe the commission should talk about this and take a vote on if you're interested in keeping Peter Starkis as the person who installs those. Again, he knows quite a bit about them. There's no problems. He does a great job. I've been to many houses that had meter issues, years down the road, and it's never an install issue. It's an equipment failure. So I would recommend you try to retain him as long as possible.
Is there now, are you a special town employee, Vinny? Is that what your characterization is?
I am not. I'm a private contractor. I cover my own insurance.
Okay. Is there a set fee that he charges? Is that going to be the same? Is it going to stay the same?
I talked to him. He was charging like $70 or $80 for an install if it was standard. And I said, you could just get an hourly rate that covers whatever you need it to cover. I mean, if you're making $80 an install, your hourly rate's $80 an hour. And if it takes more than an hour, you charge accordingly. He's not going to gouge the department on it. So, I mean, I do think we should get this set up so when he does finally retire and stops doing it, we have something in place to continue that with the next inspector so we can get them hooked in too.
Is the alternative to like find a plumber or a few plumbers that would do that work too?
I think that would be the alternative, and I don't think we'd be getting it done for the rate we're looking at.
No, I mean, I know Peter, he's really excellent at what he does and honest, so.
Yeah, I think the next route would be is either negotiating the contract with Veolia or hiring a
They have
licensed plumber.
plumbers? Veolia
I
has
know-
licensed,
I know licensed plumbers, but
yeah, but the Veolia has licensed plumbers to do it?
you don't need to be a licensed plumber to do that part of it. So the homeowner has to hire a licensed plumber to install the physical meter.
Oh, so he's just swapping out meat, okay.
So he is sealing the meter,
Mm-hmm.
so it's sealed for the town, and he's installing the MXU and the wiring.
Okay. But he's not putting in the meter fittings, the corner horns, or whatever you guys are.
Yeah,
Right.
he's not putting in the meter horns or anything. That's all done by a licensed plumber.
He's basically turning it up for us,
Yeah,
turning the meter up.
yep, pretty much.
I mean, I don't know how you guys feel with it. That sounds like a pretty good deal, 70, 80 bucks a pop. If we get a plumber, it's going to be minimum $400, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I agree. Is that something you want us to like make a motion, ask you to pursue that, or can you
Well-
just do that and bring us the deal next meeting?
I think I can just do it and bring you guys the deal. I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page.
I think it's seems like a good idea. I'd just like to clarify, what legal obligations exactly are we taking on when we hire a special town employee?
Well, he's just going to be a special town employee, so he's not going to punch a clock for 40 hours a week. So like snowplow drivers that only plow snow are special town employees.
We're special town employees.
Yes, you guys are. Yeah, you don't enjoy all the benefits of being a full-time employee.
Okay.
You just get covered under the insurance while you're working for the town.
All right. That sounds like a
Alright.
good idea to retain him.
Yeah,
I
okay.
recall too, there's a little bit of electrical work to do when you hook up the meters, and Peter's
Yes.
been doing this for years. He does an excellent job. His rates are low. I would really like one of you to make a motion to hire him as a special town employee. I guess as soon as we can.
Okay,
Not have to wait another month to approve it and do this and do that, but I would entertain such a motion. I'd be happy to do so.
I will do
Just
it.
to-
Go ahead, Bob, if you want to do it.
So I'm just wondering, clearly, in the short run, it's good to have him, but of course, even if we hire him eventually, like you said, he's going to retire eventually. And I'm just wondering, do we have a succession plan for that future event?
Well, when that happens, and it will happen because he's in his 70s, hopefully we can just poach the next plumbing and gas inspector. You know, just kind of, hey, Peter did this for us. Would you mind taking on this burden for us? There's not a ton of them, so it's not a real huge chunk of work we're giving someone.
When that time comes, Peter himself may recommend someone.
And he will, I'm sure he will. He checks in and tries to keep us up to date as much as he can. So,
Okay, I make a motion to retain Peter Starkus as a special town employee to do our hookups as needed.
Do I hear a second? Okay. Any further discussion on this? If not, Cheryl, would you take a vote, please?
Mr. Gagner,
Aye?
Mr. Groton,
Aye.
Mr. Thomas Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Robert Coleman.
Aye.
Okay, is that it for,
so now I have the proposal I submitted to digitalize the sewer customer records. And Mr. Groton, I think you might enjoy this. So we have a lot of files in paper. And a few years back, the commission voted to send a notice out that if people didn't connect to the system, they weren't guaranteed their capacity. So that notice has been sent, so nobody's guaranteed capacity. However, it would be a nice way to check and see what exists on our line that we already have documentation on that hasn't connected. So my proposal is I'd bring in an extra employee. Their only task would be to scan and create digital files for all the stuff we have in paper. And I'm talking specifically the sewer customer records.
when you say people that are on the sewer line, are you, that haven't tied in, are you talking about,
If they have a file here,
having paid or not paid a betterment?
yes, if they have a file here and there's documents in there, whether they're connected or not connected, we want to get that into a digital folder so we can try to find all this capacity that we might be overlooking.
So tie-in cards as well, even if they're not a client?
The tie-in cards are already scanned in. This would be actually the complete folders for each customer.
What are in those folders?
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff.
Action fees.
Like if they had any work done, if they got a grinder pump, the records for the grinder pumps, if they have a sewer meter, all of that's in the folder. And I just think it would be, I mean, everybody's gone digital at this point in life. So it would be real handy to have it on a thumb drive and in the sewer drive so you guys could access it.
Yep. How's it, like, once you've got the scan of it, is there a database that it's gonna go in, or is it just gonna be like, how are you gonna name the files and organize the files and like what?
So my plan is to create a hard copy on the computer that's loaded into the town's sewer drive, which is saved on the town's computer. So anybody in the town system could log in, but I'd also back it up onto some memory sticks. So if you guys wanted to come here and sit on a computer and plug in a memory stick, you'd have access to it. And of
Right,
course,
but-
we could share
Yeah, right.
folders.
And I'm only asking because we deal with these all the time, but so you come into the office, you had a problem at 145
Yep,
Main Street or whatever. And you can type in the address, the tax number, the lot number, or the name, and it would like search through and find those records and bring them up. Does it go
exactly.
that far, or are you just making a scan of everything and making a
I was planning on making a master folder with a file for each account.
Yep,
You should be able to search in that folder and find each account.
and no database, no like. No database that would search through the records and say, how many people have grinder pumps, or who else has,
Yeah, it might not be that in depth on the first round, just getting the data saved into the town system.
yep,
But I was also thinking, as we're scanning it in, we could create a checklist of what they have for like common things, you know. Is this account tied in, or is this lot and block tied in? Do they have a grinder pump? Are they gravity? And just kind of, yeah, like you're thinking, find a way to reference. Maybe we could load it into an Excel sheet or something.
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I think there's things that have probably slipped through the cracks over the years and maybe not populated correctly, and this might be a good way of finding those.
Yep. Yeah, there are, you probably know. You probably know that there are these GIS systems where you have your map of the thing.
Yes,
You can like go in and like. Just click on a lot and it'll bring up the tie-in card, it'll bring up the. Who has it, where all the stuff is, and it's very easy to find that data. That's a whole nother. Monster than what you're talking about.
right. Yeah, actually, and one of my business partners, he actually does GIS work.
Yep,
And he said if the town was ever interested, he could put a proposal together for GIS in the whole system.
Yeah.
And as you know, they're real handy when you need them.
oh, yeah, Yep.
Yeah, but
this
But I think
sounds
this
like
is
it's a first
a nice
step.
segue into the digital transformation of the department.
Yep.
Um,
You're talking $250 a day and you don't know how many days.
I don't know, so I was thinking if you wanted to try out, 2 weeks, 10 days, and see if you like the way things are headed. So that way there, it's not a really huge commitment.
Yeah, and at the end of the 10 days, you can say, I'm
Right.
20% done, or I'm 70% done, or whatever the number is.
Exactly, because, yeah, I don't know how long it's gonna take to get it all from paper to digital.
Mhm.
And Vinny, we have the machine already for this, correct?
Yeah, we have a scanner. I have a laptop that's the town's property here. We can put it all on that. We have access to the town's drive. Like I said, the town maintains their own hard drive, and we can save it all on there.
And you said you're gonna bring another employee, but is it gonna be routed through the town, or is it gonna be routed through you?
Through me.
So you'd need a change order or some authorization to increase your monthly rate that month.
Well, it would be a separate invoice.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a good idea. Do we need a motion to do a test run for 2 weeks?
I think so.
Yeah, please.
All right, I motion that we, I want to word this right, hire someone to digitally scan or to digitize our records, to start digitizing our records at what, the rate of $250 a day for 2 weeks as a trial run.
Here's a second, please.
A
A
second.
second,
But can
Any
we,
other, just,
can we
any other,
modify it just so that it says Vinny, he just said someone, and I think we wanna have it say Vinny.
You have someone in mind, Vinny?
So it's Vincent Masterson Consulting.
And Vinny will take care of that.
Yes.
okay, any more discussion? If not, Cheryl, take a vote, please.
Who seconded that?
I did.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Gagner,
Aye,
Mr. Groton,
Aye.
Mr. Thomas Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Robert Coleman.
aye,
okay, moving on to old business. I understand Mr. McClaw, Chris will not be here tonight. And I guess it's back to you, Vinny. You got more to present to us tonight?
I
Monthly
do
updates on
not,
projects?
I do not have anything more. There's a
Okay,
few proposals up here from Dennis. He's got a few emails that he CC'd me on work he had done and work he's thinking of having done. Just one of them real quick. So he's got a quote on freezing the pipes leaving the equalization tanks so they can replace the check valves and isolation valves. And it's a $10,000 quote for that service on that size of line. Kind of sounds reasonable. It's not a real common thing to do, but
And he can't get a muni ball in there?
you can't what?
You can't get a muni ball in there, one of those inflatable plugs?
So the problem is the pipe goes all the way up to the top of the property, and then it goes into the diversion structure, and it's exactly 1 foot off of the floor. So the pipe goes down about 9 feet deep into a tank, and that's where it dumps in. So you'd have to shut the plant off and suck that tank empty to put a plug in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I was planning on doing this project, I was gonna have Slims come with a couple of tractor trailers so they could maintain flow and empty that at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no real great way of doing that project.
And did he get a price to insert a valve?
So it's 10,000 just to freeze the pipe.
Oh, okay.
And then we need 4 valves, 2 check valves, and the guys to change them.
And
So
is
I
that
have-
something, those valves and the excavation work we already authorized meetings ago?
So yeah, we've talked about it in other meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I was gonna have Slims do it, but it was put in as an assembly, so you can't take it apart and fix it. So you
Yeah.
kind of have to do something where you stop the flow.
Let's send Robert down there in a scuba suit and have him just hold his hands over the pipe.
What do you think, Bob?
That brings back
anything for
memories. I
Charlton.
think I've been in that situation before.
What's the urgency for doing this?
It's not real urgent, but it
Like,
could
with
solve
the
some
weather?
problems. So when Zach Donahue ran the plant, he thought there was a problem with the check valves. The whole time I ran the plant, I thought there was a problem with the check valves, but it comes and goes. So it's weird. Like some days everything's great. And then all of a sudden your equalization pumps are just not doing anything. And you're like, well, maybe it's that check valve. And then the next day they're working fine again.
Yeah.
So
Well, check valves stick all the time.
right.
You can't do this work until the spring anyway, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just figured we should at least talk about it a little bit so everybody starts thinking and maybe get some ideas rattling around or
Do you think we need to authorize it now so that he can get it scheduled, or can we wait till next month and authorize it then?
well, he's not here, so I think we can wait till next month and talk about it then.
Okay.
I mean, if it was that urgent, he would have been here to get you guys to approve it.
Yeah, or ask you to push it through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it either way. Like it is a really great idea for doing the job. Because you don't have to go through the draining all the pipes and the tanks and everything. And I don't know if Slims would be any cheaper than that. So, yeah, it's probably a fair price.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, if we can move on. Go ahead. Anybody got something
Well, I
else?
just had a question about, for Cheryl, did the rate study guy get started? Do you know if he was told he was authorized, and has he started doing any work?
He has been authorized and Ashley and Sue have been putting stuff together for him to move forward.
Okay, good, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, under other business, we have an abatement, thing who you talking about that, Cheryl, or is Robert gonna talk about that? I
Yeah.
believe it was for $46.09. But-
Yes.
Go ahead with it, please.
Okay, Mr. Rambaran did not receive his senior abatement last quarter of $46.70. So we would like to get it approved to have it abated so he can receive it.
Okay, I think we need a motion for that. Somebody, please.
I'll move to approve the abatement for Mr. Van Buren for $46.70.
And a second.
Second,
Okay, hearing no more discussion, Cheryl, take a vote on that, please.
Mr. Gagner,
Aye?
Mr. Groton,
Aye.
Mr. Coleman,
aye.
Mr. Rob Coleman.
Aye.
Okay, if anybody got anything else before we close out the meeting? Speak now or make a motion to adjourn. Next meeting will be March 4th, 2026.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you,
Second.
everyone.
Okay, vote please, Cheryl.
Mr. Gagner,
Aye?
Mr. Groton,
Aye.
Mr. Tom Coleman,
Aye.
Mr. Robert Coleman.
Aye.
Good night, all.